A visually impaired person is on the street asking for money to buy medicine. When a man passes by offending him, he asks why I offended him like that. The man says he is disgusted with the boy and steals all the money he had already gotten. And he goes back to insulting him. The blind man was actually not disabled and saw that he had been robbed. A woman approaches. He pulls another ballot out of his pocket, puts it in the box, and goes back to pretending he's visually impaired. A woman stops and starts to insult the young man, saying that he should look for a job and not be on the street begging. He questions her, asking who would hire him as he is disabled. She calls him useless and says he really couldn't get work. He says he just needs help buying medication. The woman pretends to be calling someone to make a donation for him, and says that the person ended up leaving. And then she steals the money and leaves. The boy doesn't think that attitude is good. And he goes back to pretending he's blind, to go back to taking the tests. He starts screaming, saying he needs help buying medicine. He asks if anyone is there. This time a woman stops and shows solidarity, saying that she feels bad seeing him in that situation. He says he's used to it, because people just want to humiliate him. She takes the only money she has out of her pocket and donates it to the boy. The man thanks the woman a lot and wants God to give him double. She says it was nothing, and then she says she's too late and walks away. The man admires the attitude of the woman. The girl asks if the man came to do the interview, and he responds as a form of flirtation, says yes. She turns to the woman and says that there is no place for her, because an elderly person's place is in the asylum. The woman replies that she needs the job, just like she does. The man makes a joke and says the woman looks poor. The girl next door laughs at the man's speech. He asks why she doesn't leave, as it's a job for new people. The girl says that the woman wants alms, and she pulls money out of her pocket to make fun of her. The man throws the money at the woman, mocking her too. The girl says she can go now. She says that she doesn't accept their money, because she will get money by working. The girl says that in addition to being poor, she is proud. The interviewer greets everyone. She says that she is going to start the selection and thanks everyone for coming. And she says that first of all, she wants to get to know each one of them better. The girl offers to start. And she hands the resume to the interviewer. She says she wanted to hear what she has to say. The girl says that she is the best candidate for the vacancy, as she graduated abroad, and also knows how to speak 3 languages, and brags about her specializations. The other candidates listen intently. The interviewer congratulates the girl, and asks the man to talk a little about him. The man says that he is running for the vacancy, because he needs to survive, and he believes that he is a better candidate than his competitors. He comments that he has very good experience in the sector they are in need of, many years working in the area. And he also worked as a director in some companies. The girl is jealous of the man. And the woman hears him talking. The interviewer thanks the speech and tells the woman that it is her turn. She humbly says that her resume is not as good as the candidates next to her, but she is looking for a job. Because her husband died and she really needs to support her 5 children, and she really needs this opportunity. The girl next to her makes fun of her because she has 5 children, and comments that if she had been working, she wouldn't have that many children. The man laughs at the girl's speech and makes a joke saying that the woman has a litter. And the girl mocks once more. The interviewer says that the woman really is a warrior, as she fights to help her family. The lady says that her children must be starving right now. The woman comments that she is right there, so that doesn't happen. The man mocks her. The interviewer asks to stop because she has to continue with the interview. The company's security has been bringing the blind man by force. The girl screams and asks for respect because that is an interview, and tells them both to get out of there. Security says the blind man tried to force his way into the company. The woman gets up and asks what the blind man needs. The interviewer tells her to go back to her seat and orders the blind man to be taken out of the room. The woman says to see what he needs to help him. The interviewer says that she doesn't want those types of people in her company. The woman says that no one deserves to be treated that way. The security guard asks the interviewer what he has to do. The woman says that she will take responsibility for the blind boy. She tells him that she'll leave it waiting outside, that when she's finished here, she'll help him. The interviewer asks if she really wants to take responsibility for the beggar. She says yes, and asks if she can continue the interview. She says yes, and hopes there won't be any interruptions again. The woman asks to wait for her, and she says she'll be right back. The security guard comments that if you need to, just call for him. The interviewer says that she will continue. The girl comments that the woman is a good Samaritan, making fun of her. And the man agrees with the girl. She says that the two have no heart, because the boy needed help. The girl asks why the woman doesn't go out and take care of the boy then, because she won't be missed at the interview. The man says that the girl is right, because the vacancy will not be hers. The interviewer gets up and says that now she is going to call the owner of the company. And everyone is waiting. The blind boy enters, along with the security guard. The girl makes a joke, saying that the blind man was worse off without his glasses. And she tells him that he just needs to say that he owns the company. The boy comments that he is the owner, and the first test has already been done. The girl comments that the interviewer did not know how to conduct an interview properly. And the man says he doesn't remember passing a test. The boy says that the girl thinks she's smart, but she's not. And he says the man thinks he's intellectual, but he's nothing. The girl says she doesn't think so, because she's smart. The man asks what's going on. The boy says he pretended to be blind to test them at the company's entrance, and tells him to return his money. The man says he would never steal, and tells him to respect him. The boy says he knows very well what he saw, and tells him to return his money. The man takes the boy's money, gives it back, and angrily leaves the room. The boy tells the girl to return what she took too. The girl gets up and says that he is really blind, for not seeing that she is the best choice for the vacancy. The boy says that if he puts her in his company, he will lose millions, because she is a thief, and orders the money back soon. The girl says this is a slander and will sue the boy. He tells her to go back and return the money. The security guard takes her by the arm and tells her to return the money. She tells the security guard to take her hand away. He tells her to return what he took. Annoyed, she takes the money and throws it on the ground and says to take that handout. The boy congratulates the woman as she is the new manager. Not believing it, she thanks the boy because she needed it a lot. The boy says that she showed humility and character. The woman comments that now she will be able to take care of her family and children. She asks the girl to pass on the service's coordinates and then welcome the woman. She thanks him and the two hug.